Folks, it's Friday night. It's Cinco de Mayo. What better place to spend it than with me and Jeff Nadu tonight on the late night on campus? I'll be your host tonight, Donnie Right Side, again with my man at Jeff Nadu on Twitter. He is the big man on campus. A lot going on out there. NBA action, NHL action, Major League action. Jeff, I'm hoping for a comeback tonight. I'm down 10-0 in the St. Louis game. I have Atlanta. I think I can get it. What do you think, big man?
Yeah, if they played 3 games in a row after the 9 innings, maybe. But, look, Donnie, you've done a nice job. It's Mike Fultonavich was really poor tonight, wasn't very good. He just didn't have it from the start. And
right off the bat, you're right.
Yeah, if you had the Braves, sorry. I mean, it's when St. Louis doesn't really put a quicker number up like this very often. So, it happens. Even Clayton Kershaw has a bad game once in a while. People have bad games. It happens. You're not going to win every game.
Yeah, Lance Lynn came out hot. I knew he would. I was sort of leaning on that St. Louis lineup, had a couple injuries, was a little bit weak heading down to Atlanta. And even as the game drew closer, Jeff, the interesting, stats and stuff that was coming out, St. Louis didn't even get any batting practice in. They've been rained out a couple times at home the past few days. So I thought it was a good spot to lean into, but certainly not a good spot for my money, not a good spot for my players tonight. That is for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. I mean, St. Louis didn't even, like you said, didn't have any batting practice. I mean, they came into that game. They had never, hit in that ballpark, and it really didn't matter much. They were able to put a ton of runs up, and yeah, if you had it, sorry, move on to another one, right?
Yeah, you got it, man. Hey, by the way, I'm trying to look. I know we do the show live, we enjoy it. We go back and forth. We'll get to a couple things in a second. The one thing I am looking for, which I always like, is a live link to retweet so we can get a lot more people in here. Did you get one, Jeff?
No, it's been a common issue. I don't know what the issue is. I don't know if it's just something not happening.
Let me get a quick, I know everybody's lining up there on the chat board. I'm going to jump into that in just a few moments. Let me just copy something real quick and get a couple more people in here, see if we can have a lot of fun tonight and go over a couple things for us there.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what happened with that. But while we're waiting for Donnie here, everyone in this chat box, all of you hit the like button. Very important for us here at SBR. You're in here. Why not hit the like button while we're at it? Plenty of great loyal listeners as always. Welcome back. Tottenham very disappointed. Yeah, well, look, I mean, that's just what Tottenham does. I mean, they had an ample opportunity today, and they pissed it away. They're done. They're not going to win anything. It sucks, but today was the day Tottenham decided not to come to play in the biggest game of the year for them. So, we'll move on. I had 1 and 2 day in soccer. I hit my first play, but the final 2 didn't come through. So Yankees came through, Donnie, though, which was nice.
Yeah, greetings from Germany, Matthias Scherminator. We get them from all around the globe here, Jeff, here on the chat board showing up for us there.
What's up, Matthias? Welcome in. What's it, 5 o'clock in the morning over there? Welcome in.
Hey, man, we got some loyal listeners out there. Everybody, there you go. Mari Price, you did shout him out this morning, Jeff. He's coming in, checking in, telling you thank you.
Yeah, no problem, buddy. Hope you had a nice birthday, bro.
Let's get into some action here, Jeff, on baseball. I know we have a guest coming up here. It's going to be a lot of fun. What's that?
Indonesia in the house.
Indonesia in the house. It's worldwide. How about that?
Welcome in.
Worldwide.
Best Gambler, what's happening? Where you been, Best Gambler? I haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, so I haven't seen around the CC in a while. Maybe he'll check back in a little with us. Let's take a look at some baseball action, Jeff, going on. As I said earlier, one of the taglines I use coming in here, come make fun of me. I had the Atlanta Braves tonight. I thought I was in a good spot. They're down 10-0. The one good thing about that is there's no bullpen collapse. There's nothing I have to worry about. It was a quick and painless loss. I take the loss tonight. No big deal, and we move on from that one. But other scores out there, Jeff. Tampa Bay and Toronto now in the top of the 8th inning, 4-4. Archer was cruising all along. Makes one bad pitch to Morales, who hasn't been having a very good season. Puts the ball in the seats, and now it's 4-4.
There's always something with fucking Tampa Bay. Fucking assholes. God damn it. Fucking hate this. I don't know why.
That's the realness about 10 o'clock, how we get that, though. You get that live response. Ugh.
Fucking irritating. I mean, you're up 3-1. You have the bases fucking loaded. You got to add on more runs.
Yeah.
Fucking Chris Archer gives up home run, of course. I don't know why I back Tampa Bay. It's not surprising.
And then how about bad luck in this one? Kiermaier, Jeff, gets hit with a pitch. The leadoff guy the very next inning for Toronto. Skies won the center field, and good old Peter Borges goes up against the wall. The ball pops off his glove. When Kiermaier would have ate that up, that starts that inning here. Now it's 4-4 top of the 8th inning, man on second base, and that we'll see how that finishes. Washington and Strasburg versus Pivetta tonight, 4-2. Strasburg went like 110 pitches. Looks like he was cramping up before he was taken out, and that was a 4-0 game at that point, but it is 4-2. We'll see if they can get a closeout for the win there. Another interesting one also, Jeff, the New York Mets and the Miami Marlins tonight. Marlins cruising. Blink right now, 8-7 New York Mets.
Yeah, Mets needed something like this. If they could finish it out, it'd be nice come from behind win. It did surprise me. I mean, the over in this game sat at 9 for some reason. Not really sure why. Obviously, the Mets, we've talked about them. 8-0-1 to the over coming into this game in the last 9. That's now 9-0-1. This game was over in the 4th inning. Thankfully, I did hit a member play in this game with the Marlins team total over. But yeah, this Mets team is just an over machine right now. And if you're not getting on that train, you might want to get on and ride it until the wheels fall off.
Yeah, Isaiah chiming in tonight. Any plays or leans for the 10-10 games tonight? I'm really not big on leans because, again, if I'm not worthy to put my money down, I don't want to swing you in the other direction. I was looking at Oakland with Triggs. I was looking at Chavez with the Los Angeles Angels, but I went with the Atlanta tonight. I had another game I was looking at the Reds, but again, it doesn't matter if they win or lose. I had no money on them, so I wouldn't put any stock into those. I'll take my 0-1 tonight. Jeff, any leans late tonight for you there? I know you even had Chacin Maeda tonight as well.
Yeah, one I was looking at, I like the under 7.5 in that Dodger Padre game. I think, it's pretty much sat at 7.5 all day. I think both these teams, both these pitchers have kind of felt themselves lately. Chacin's been very good in Petco. Maeda, off a nice performance. He's included in a new pitch. Both bullpens, particularly the Dodgers, very good. I think this one's pretty low scoring. I think it's like a 3-2 type of game, 4-2. Under looks interesting here.
Yeah, my DMs are always open. Cash Action Bets is in here. He took Seattle. I know he reached out to me a little while ago saying that he did take Seattle. And again, I love to talk baseball. I love to talk sports. Anybody, at Right Side VP for myself, at Jeff Nadu over there. I mean, if you see, sure, we have services and, we handle that stuff on the side. But 9 times out of 10, the people that aren't buying from you, I still go back and forth with everybody. I love sports. I love new opinions. I love what you're on. Tell me a game that you had pegged, what you think about it. I mean, I love that stuff. I know you do the same thing as well, Jeff.
Yeah, sure. I get involved with everything. I don't mind talking about whatever. 3 dislikes, unbelievable. Yeah, somebody in here trying to be, funny.
That's right. Hey, it's feedback is feedback.
Hey, if you don't like it, you don't like it. I can't disagree. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I know a lot of people don't like me, so there's nothing wrong with that. Cleveland came through tonight. Yep, we'll talk about that in a little. Donnie Right Side. Let's get to some of these other games here. The Cincinnati,
how about the other one? But yes, there you go. Talk about that one, Jeff.
Cincinnati Reds absolutely pounding the San Francisco Giants. Matt Cain didn't disappoint tonight. He came in here actually pitching pretty well. Went 3 1/3, gave up 10 hits and 9 earned runs. He also walked 6 batters and only struck out 2 batters. Just a dreadful performance. The season just continues to get worse for the San Francisco Giants. And Donnie, you look at Bronson Arroyo, another solid performance so far. And as I say that, he gives up a run, but still very, very good performance here tonight from this guy.
Boy, I'm telling you, Jeff, I watched a lot of that ball game. I mean, obviously Matt Cain didn't have anything, but the Reds lineup 1 through 8 is very good each and every day out there. They can hit the ball, especially in that ballpark. But it amazes me. I watched Bronson Arroyo pitch, Jeff. I swear to God, it's like your gym teacher throwing you batting practice out there, and sometimes they just can't hit him. It's amazing.
Yeah, he doesn't. He has a weird delivery. He has just a lot of weird things going on with everything he does. But he's been effective recently, so you got to give him some credit for that. Impressive stuff from the old ageless wonder Bronson Arroyo. I mean, you think about him every night, and he'll regress. He'll get back to like the old Bronson Arroyo, but
sure he does.
I'm sure he's happy. His career's almost over. I'm sure he's great for those young pitchers in Cincinnati. At any rate, at least you're getting a veteran that has been in this game for a long time and, knows how to pitch.
Yeah, no question about it. He's going to, just like Matt Cain did. I mean, we're looking at Matt Cain's numbers, Jeff. Correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, somewhere in the ERA under 3. I mean, you knew that was going to end soon. It just, ended tonight, and that's just what happens on that. Let's see what else we got out there. Greinke 5-1 out there in Colorado. Looks like he's throwing very well. I do believe that we had 2 home runs in that one by Paul Goldschmidt. No surprise there.
Yeah, Paul Goldschmidt, Donnie, right now is on fire. I mean, you look at his last 14 games, 20 for 45, 8 extra base hits, 10 walks, and 19 RBIs. Paul Goldschmidt, 2 home runs tonight, a 3-run shot, and a solo shot. He has been on fire, and that is not good for anyone that is betting or likes any other team other than the Diamondbacks. Diamondbacks, we all know, very good at home. If they can start winning on the road, they're going to be a tough out. And you look at that lineup up front, Donnie. A.J. Pollock, 314. David Peralta, 316. Goldie, 324. Jake Lamb, 274. Tomas, 266. Drury, 309. And Owings, 305. That's pretty impressive. 1 through 6, 1 through 7 there. If you can, suck Shelby Miller one out, but really good lineup here. Diamondbacks taking it to the Rockies early. I mentioned, German Marquez, it just doesn't translate in course for him, Yeah.
Who would have think Tampa Bay here getting it on early? Kendrys Morales just left the yard for a 3-run blast. He must have hit the HGH before this one because he wasn't hitting anything for most of this season.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I can't get anything going, and it's not funny, Donnie. It really. I can't get to
laugh at it though. You had a nice lead in that one. That's just what happens.
It doesn't surprise me. It's always something with Major League Baseball. I hit a great play early. Tampa Bay goes up 3-0, and what do you know? Jumbo Diaz, no surprise. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, anything else? How about this one? Phil liked the Fuse Hughes, 2-1 right now in the bottom of the 6th. So he went 6 strong innings already. Only gave up 1 run to Boston. Rodriguez, again, we thought he would have a decent game. He is having a decent game. And how about Kansas City taking the lead, bottom of the 6th inning over Salazar in Cleveland? So some upsets on the horizon right there. But, Jeff, we talk about it as well. 148, that game opened up there with Cleveland. Ballooned up to Chris about -170, Sportsbook -170. Cleveland just continues to hang these huge numbers out there, and it bites them a little bit,
Yeah, I wouldn't lay these numbers with Cleveland right now. They're just, whether it's Cleveland, whether it's Baltimore, whether it's Cleveland or Boston, I'm not crazy about laying big numbers with these teams right now. They just haven't had enough offensive cohesion. Phil Hughes.
We got a big
look again. Are we surprised that Phil Hughes is throwing in a good game tonight?
He's going to throw in every once in a while, but you wouldn't figure it was against that team that he would. Boston. I don't know. It just they ain't have it together yet.
Yeah, no, I hear you.
By the way, on tomorrow, we're going to have a big show tomorrow as well. Boxing's going to be on tap for us as well. 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the right side of campus. One of our very best shows of the week, I like to say. Not to say we half-ass it throughout the week, but just the amount of content we'll be able to provide tomorrow is always a lot of fun. Jeff's going to bring it with some soccer heat. You got the NBA, NHL, Major League Baseball in full flow for tomorrow. A couple games that we're looking at. I know me and Jeff already circled the calendar tomorrow for Miami and the New York Mets. We'll wait to see what a Marlins pitcher decides in that one, but we'll break it all down tomorrow once it gets to that card, Jeff. Why don't we hit a little bit of NBA, a little bit of NHL, and then we'll get to some fun stuff here, Jeff. What do you say?
Sounds good.
All right. NBA action tonight. Cleveland, 115. Toronto, 94. Does it ever end? I know the line went from 2.5 to 4, and the Sharps supposedly bought it back. But my goodness, Cleveland's just running away with the East right now. Hopefully, Boston up next might be able to get a game or two to at least push them a little bit before they get to the finals. But I didn't watch too much of that game. I didn't see Cleveland too much in trouble. Did you have any thoughts or feelings on that game, Jeff?
Look, we talked about it. The public obviously on Cleveland, and they've been cashing here. Toronto's just they're cooked. They didn't show up here. Obviously, if they're going to show up tonight, had to be the night, and they didn't. Another blot for the Cavs, and this series is as good as done. I think this series was over after 2, to be honest, after those performances. But I guess you gave a little bit of a reason to think that Toronto can maybe come back and make a game of it tonight. But another easy win for the Cavs and their backers.
Yeah, coming up next here, or actually it's underway right now. Houston Rockets 26-23 over the San Antonio Spurs. That line closed at about 5.5. It looks like across the board. There were some minor 5s out there, but it looks like it opened up at 4 and closed at about that level. So 26-23 early on in that one. Interesting one to keep track of because game 3s are huge, especially when it's 1-1. If Houston can somehow win this game, they're going to be, full court mantra, so to speak, in game 4 to try to go up 3-1 and really put a chokehold on that series. So I know it's real early in that game, but that's definitely a pivotal game 3, no question about it.
Yeah, no, agreed. It's, really for me, if you're, a team and it's 1-1, obviously you're back home. It's always kind of your job to take control of the series. And, so far, kind of a low scoring game, plays kind of into San Antonio's hands, but, Houston has the lead. So that'll be an interesting one. I think that'll probably be one of the better series of
Yeah.
this group as far as that's concerned. Obviously, Golden State having no trouble, obviously Cleveland having no trouble. So, for basketball purposes, I think the NBA needs one of these series to go well. This probably is the one.
Sean Childress, right side. Why wouldn't a jackass not like what y'all do? Hey, maybe a lot of people in here followed along and had the Atlanta Braves and are upset. Click down on that. Ain't no big deal. It is what it is.
Yeah,
we get a lot of shows with a ton of likes.
I just want to let everyone know there's actually someone in America right now spending their Friday night not listening to the show, not out with their family, not out with their girlfriend, not out with their kids. They're actually on here, going on different accounts and not liking the show. That's what someone in America is doing right now. We don't know who it is. It's someone, though, doing it. That's someone doing that. It just goes to show you that this world really has some major problems. I mean, really, that's what someone's doing right now.
Yeah, well, I think we know. On that one. Next up here, hockey. St. Louis 2-1 in the third period. Jeff, can we get some overtime in that so I can force you to watch this once we get off the air? And later on tonight, Edmonton and Anaheim are going to, I don't say tee it up. We should say drop the puck, correct? At 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So 2 playoff games in action tonight in the NHL. You got 2 more tomorrow as well. Jeff, give the people a little bit of heads up who we're going to have as a guest on here shortly.
Yeah, we're going to have Alex from Need for Tips on. He's a regular guest to the Bankroll Show. He's from Romania. I'm looking forward to chatting with him. He's a really fun guy, good personality. We're just kind of going to get to know him, have some fun here on a Friday night, just talk about how he got into the business. He's waking up at 5:30 a.m. to come on the show. He's in Romania.
Is he actually waking up, though, Jeff, or did he just go all night long?
No, from what he just told me, I'm just talking to him here. He said he took his girl to the movies late. Had 5-6 hours of sleep and woke up. So he's got his coffee and he's ready to go. The Bankroll is a show on SBR. It's a soccer show where we give out we do all the European games and Champions League and all that kind of stuff. So
I'm trying to learn on that, big man. I'm trying to learn with it. I watch daily.
I know you did. I know you do, Donnie. And I want to point out we did forget to talk about one game in the MLB, which is, again, just really something that how do you really prepare for?
Yes,
tonight,
go ahead, talk about it. You got
tonight, the White Sox, I was really interested in. Wade Miley, though, goes out in the first inning, and just a freak way to go out. If you saw it, he gets hit 2 times in a row, batter to batter, and goes out of the game. So all of a sudden, I'm thinking, well, there goes that game. A righty's going to come in, and it's going to be it. If you had the White Sox, which I did have a small piece of them, really, really tough. I mean, tough beat, just a tough way to kind of do things. But the White Sox, according to Kyle Honeysett, do have the tying run at the plate. We'll see how that goes. If it's any indication, they probably won't get runs in. That's just.
Is that off Zach Britton tonight too, Jeff?
I'm not sure, Donnie. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, I have tune it in right now. I'm going to put on
this
right
Philly Washington game, but
no, Brock is in the game. Brock.
Okay.
I guess would be.
Okay. Yeah, but when that happened, you just kind of thought to yourself, wow, brutal. Because
I mean, you're capping the game strictly for a left-handed pitcher that's going to probably go at least 5 to 6 innings. Yes, agree.
Exactly. Yep. But look at you look at KC tonight. They're playing well. They have a runner on second with 1 out in the 6th. Detroit, Oakland just underway. Michael Fulmer against Andrew Triggs. Houston and the Angels also just underway. You have Dallas Keuchel and Jesse Chavez out at Petco. The Dodgers and Padres scoreless. However, Julius Chassin, first and second, 1 out in the top of the first. So Dodgers, of course, already threatening in that one. We'll see if Chassin can get out of it. You also have a game starting out in Seattle. You have Texas and Seattle, Gallardo against Yu Darvish. Sean Childress, I gave my girl some of that money I won for me. She's out on the town. She's out of my hair.
Leave you alone, man. Good. Yeah, there you go.
Good. Sometimes you got to just give her a little bankroll and say, get the hell out of here for a while. Tell Ian to stop betting against the Rangers. They're better than Ottawa if Carlson's. I no idea. I got no idea. Do you guys ever win? Says Eric Larson.
Yeah, I don't. I think Eric Larson's a code name for somebody else.
We try to win, Eric, but I actually don't want those people to be deleted anymore. Let's keep them in here. I mean, it's fun, having fun with them. Yeah, Eric, we don't. We try. We're just not very good at this, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's time for a new line of work, maybe. But again, I ask you, don't you have anything better to do today?
No, that's why spending it with us, Jeff. Take that as a bad.
Well, we appreciate it. Yes. We appreciate you adding to the listens, man. Yes, it's nice of you.
Absolutely.
You're actually adding to the allure of the show. So thank you, Eric. Jock Peterson back for the Dodgers. I don't know if that helps or hurts them. Donnie, one thing I wanted to ask you about.
What's up, man?
A guy that, listen, I know clearly is a guy that we all think is one of the best power hitters in the game, probably the best power hitter in the game, but are you as into not into Giancarlo Stanton as I'm not?
I love Giancarlo Stanton. I love because I love the power. I love the.
Over the last couple years, though, he's been so erratic.
He's been hurt though. He would have led Major League Baseball probably in home runs if he doesn't get smashed in the face or the next year. I believe. What did he hurt? His wrist last year that knocked him out for the season.
Yeah, I think it was his wrist.
The problem with him too is he's down in Miami. And I know Miami's a big city, but it's not a big city if you're a sports town because nobody gives a damn down there, and especially about the baseball team. Imagine if he, Aaron Judge, like that type of monster who can just mash the ball in a big city. He would be he's already, don't get me wrong, he is a superstar, but you want to talk about a mega star. If he was in a different city, picture him like the Dodgers. He would own the town,
True. No, I hear you. I just, lately he's just kind of came into, he doesn't hit for average much. He's just a power hitter, and that's it. But I'd like to see him. I love this Ozuna, to be honest. Ozuna, Yelich, I like that group.
Yeah, they messed around with Ozuna, I believe, last year too. Jeff sent him down to the minor leagues so he could lose a year of free agency and brought him back up. He wasn't too happy with that, but that's just the way Major League, especially probably the way that the Marlins would react with the way they do business, almost like a Phillies. So.
Sure, because good is dumb. JCC or Canelo, what's your thoughts, big man? I don't have any thoughts just yet. I'm still, I'm still going over some things. I'm going to be looking at a prop. Obviously, we're not going to obviously bet, the straight money line, but we'll have Andreas Hale on tomorrow. He'll give us his opinion, and we'll chat about that on the show at 12:30. So if you can join us, that'd be great. Andreas Hale works for Yahoo, all sorts of other outlets. He's verified on Twitter. Great boxing mind. We'll chat with him live on the show tomorrow. Big man, you make a look to the Bundesliga for your soccer picks. Yes, I do once in a while. I have I've been playing a couple of overs. Freiburg's been good for me in the over. I do like Bayern Munich tomorrow. They're laying a big 3 goals, but Darmstadt is the worst team in the Bundesliga. So yes, Matthias, I do once in a while go to the Bundesliga. Donnie, you love the Bundesliga, don't you?
Oh, I'm a huge fan of the Bundesliga. Absolutely. Dortmund, I even like the teams. Let me guess, Schalke's in the Bundesliga? Schalke. There we go. See, I'm learning on that.
You're getting there. I really like this guest coming up. Brain fart on his name, but he's a cool cat indeed. Yes, he is. He's a funny guy. He says a lot of funny shit. Baltimore final, they lose or they win 4-2. Yeah, Sean, we don't. It's fine, man. It is what it is. Let me send out the link, Donnie. We'll get our guest up here.
Yes.
I know tomorrow there's a lot of gas cans on the mound, so that should be fun tomorrow. The show, plenty of fun.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. I'm not going to lie. There's a couple spots tomorrow that I like. I haven't gone on a total yet this year, giving out those plays, but I'm certainly looking at a few tomorrow. And how can't you when you see some of those names popping up there? By the way, if we're on the show or anybody knows who that spot starter tomorrow for Miami is going to be, shout it out there, because I know me and Jeff were looking a little bit early, but obviously
it's not Arena, because Arena is going Sunday. Wei and Chen's going to the DL. Edison Volquez is going to the DL. It's going to be someone from the minor leagues, which I'm sure we'll get to know it tonight. But whoever it is, it's clearly going to be someone that. I mean, what's that over-under going to be tomorrow at Citi Field? 10.5?
The wind, actually, I checked the early conditions, Jeff. It's going to be blowing out to left field about 13, 14 miles an hour. A little bit cooler tomorrow, obviously, as it was here today, but some rain in the forecast. But again, don't let that deny you, because these bullpens are getting worn out. An 8-7 game tonight, Jeff. A spot start for the New York Mets I believe they used 5 or 6 pitchers. I didn't check to see how the 7th or 8th inning went down, but I assume that's what it was. So you're talking a perfect storm maybe for a nice total, or even, Jeff, a team total maybe on either side there. I mean, you can't, if the Miami goes full go tomorrow on their lineup and goes after Selman with that bullpen, and that line's maybe a 4.5, it's definitely a team total you're going to want to take a look at.
It was 4.5 tonight, and I just didn't understand that. Montero had been just a total mess, and he ended up being a mess. He gave up 7 earned runs over 5 innings. I've cashed twice this year on Marlins team totals, and I'm telling you right now, this lineup is real. I mean, they're good. They hit with runners in scoring position. You have a guy like Martin Prada, who has always been a very good pro. He's calling me on Skype. Come into the room. I feel like he should know how to do this. He comes in rooms all the time. Martin Parado, and they have a good group of young guys as well with Yelich and Ray Almuto. I like that Marlins team. It's just a shame they don't have another starter. There's going to be a lot of interesting games tomorrow. A lot of interesting, maybe David Phelps. That's a good point. Cash action bets. David Phelps is in their bullpen.
Straight fastball guy, bang him around.
I would think that's actually a very good point. I would think it's probably David Phelps for the Marlins tomorrow, just because he does have a ton of experience play for the Yankees. My man, Alex, welcome, buddy.
Good morning to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Good morning for me. Maybe at you is evening right now.
Yeah, it's
10:30.
It's 10:30 Eastern. It's 5:30 Eastern in Baimara, Romania, right?
Yeah, 5:30 in the morning, 5:30 a.m. So I'm awake and waiting to have a really good time with you guys.
Yeah, we're excited.
Thank you for the invitation.
We're excited to have you. I met you on the Bankroll shows, which you guys were gracious in allowing me to come on and have some fun talking about football. And I got to know you. You're a funny guy. I think you're really funny. Some of the things you say. Alex, I want to point out, I remember when you made a comment a couple weeks ago. You made a joke about the explosions at the Dortmund game, which I found to be in poor taste, but it was very funny. It fit very well into what we were doing, and I feel like I was the only one that got the joke.
I thought it was, Jeff told me about it. I thought it was a good prop bet, Jesus.
Yeah, I was looking for the prop bet. It never came up on Five Dimes or anything, but I was looking for that bet. Did you end up hitting that bet or no?
No, I'm looking for the special bet in general, but no, that one wasn't on the internet. And I'm working as a second job as a marketing manager at an online sportsbook. I don't want to say the name anyway. It's a Bitcoin casino. So even there, we didn't have the chance to put it on. So imagine if me at my own place, I cannot put it on, where I can find it.
I have to say, it was a funny joke. I think I was like the only one that kind of understood it, but it was very funny. I have to say, Alex, I got to ask you, we have a ton of handicappers, most from America. We had Natalie on. I have to ask, being in Romania, how did you get into this business? Like, what started for you in this business? How did you decide you wanted to kind of get into this?
Okay, from long time ago. I'm 35 right now. I think at the early 20s, at 18, I started to bet on sports. I liked football, soccer, how you say in USA, but football in Europe. From childhood, I was going with my father to the games. So I liked the sports. I like watching them on TV. I started to play also some tennis when I was younger, but I had some problems with my heart that time that I don't have right now, and I couldn't continue professional sports. But I'm in love with the sport in general. I like watching it. I have free TVs in the house. My wife is getting mental from time to time because in all free TVs there are 3 different sports. Imagine, and I'm watching all of them. And I have my laptop in front and I'm betting. I started to bet serious as a good tipster, a good better, let's say, from 6 years ago when they appeared a lot of bookies in our countries, and they are promoting every time, at TV, on the street. And earlier, before that, I was doing a lot of parlays, a lot of accumulator bets. How the bettors in general are messing with their money because nobody is winning from parlay bet from 20
That's what
matches.
we tell our
From
people all
20
the time,
matches, you
man.
know.
Yep. Donnie, don't we tell them all the time? No parlays.
No,
No.
but just for fun, strictly for
Yeah.
fun. Don't think you're
Yeah.
going to win any money on them. Correct.
Yeah, $1 and to win a fortune, you know, $20,000 or something like that.
Sure.
Amazing. And I started to bet really into it. I was into it, and after that, I was working for a guy in Romania that had a website, was selling tips. Me, I was promoting my tips also, and I think that he was approaching Natalie on SBR. He wanted to promote his website, and I was the only one. I was me, him with another guy, and I was the only one talking in English. And I started to film with Natalie. I think 3 years ago it was something like that. And people liked me. I was really good at with my tips. After little by little more shows. After that, I started to write also articles. And 1 year ago, I started also my project, needfortips.com, where for the first year, for the first season of soccer in Europe, we were providing free tips together with other good tipsters. From the new year, we will have a subscriber button with a little money, because you know that we have some costs in maintaining that website. Is not for free everything on the internet, but it will not be a lot of money. So I'm expecting you guys, if you want free tips till the end of the season, and from the new season, a lot of great tipsters also collaborating with SBR will join us there, and we will make a really good job, I think.
I want all the listeners to look at the camera right now and understand what I'm saying. If you want soccer tips, you want to get into the soccer business, you want to start betting on soccer, this man right here and all his people are the people you want to get involved with. They're in Europe. They understand the game way more than I do. I love soccer. I've always loved it. It's something that I try to get and know, but these guys live it every day. I mean, they know everything about it, kind of like we know about basketball or football or baseball. Need for Tips. I actually subscribe to Need for Tips. I'm on there. You look at what Alex has done so far, Donnie, up over 17 units for the year. Great job. Soccer can be a fickle business. We all know that, you know, with the draw possibility always, that's something you always have to throw in. But I gotta rib you for a second, Alex, because I've come to find out something about you that I want to get to the bottom of. What's your issue with Juventus? Every time we talk about Juventus, you're negative about them. What's your problem with Juventus, man?
I don't have any problem with Juventus. Trust me, I want them to win Champions League this year. For my steward, my colleague Stewart from the Best Bets from the Bankroll team. By the way, check the Bankroll team every week on SBR with Natalie, Stewart, Martin. Also, Big Man from time to time is coming
Yep.
to enjoy our shows and to give his professional advice from soccer. But I don't have any problem with Juventus. Trust me. By the way, I'm wearing this T-shirt because Tottenham lost last night. A
Yes.
big surprise against West Ham away, and I think that the Premier League is done for this year.
Oh, it is.
And Chelsea just won the league. If you know what I mean.
Donnie's a big John Terry fan. Don,
Yes, I was just going to say, I saw that jersey there. The first thing I wanted to, or I should say, I saw the kit that you're wearing there, and I said, you know, John Terry, loved him my whole life. Great defender, you know.
Yeah, he was
It's
a great
from,
defender. He played
it's from Hazard. It's
Yeah.
from Hazard.
Oh,
I
yeah, the
love
Hazard jersey.
Hazard.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, John Terry, I mean, he was with Chelsea his whole career. I mean, he was, you know, Chelsea fan growing up. I'm a Steven Gerrard fan personally, but yeah, Alex, I got to ask you, how do you feel that Romania gave up the only goal in the Euro Cup to Albania? I mean, we scored one goal, and it was against your side. How do you feel about that?
I don't want to talk about that. Let's keep it that way. When I'm a big fan of Romanian national team, as you are of Albanian national team, and I know that we are not playing really good in the last period of time. Dirty Diana is asking me if I'm Steaua or Dinamo. Yeah, I'm Steaua from 3 years old. My father was a pilot. and he was with Steaua, and he was going with a plane to see Steaua everywhere he could, and he was taking me with him. So I think, yeah, I think it's a really good thing that small little football like Albania and Romania are taking their nose in the European football little by little, and they can do something about it. But it's a far the road till that time, and but right now I don't want to say stupidities, but both teams cannot compare with England. Even England, that their national team is not at all good. They have players one by one, but as a team, they are not composed and good.
The
No.
problem, Alex, that you do have, though, remember, and something in Albania that we've had to deal with in Kosovo as well, a lot of the good players move out of Albania when they're young. I mean, Shaqiri, Xhaka, they're all Albanian, but they go to Switzerland, they go to different places, and war has really torn apart this country. But yeah, look, I mean, they're never going to get on that level. I mean, it's like saying that we think Faroe Islands will win the World Cup. It's not going to ever happen. It's a big sport game. We all know, big team game. We all know that. I got to ask you, Alex, what's your favorite league to bet on? Do you have a favorite?
I'm betting in general in top five. Our shows are most of all from top five leagues in Europe: Bundesliga in Germany, Premier League in England, Ligue 1 in France, La Liga in Spain, and what did I miss? I don't know the fifth. I don't remember it.
Syria.
Serie A in Italy. Yeah. In general, we are talking about these five leagues. Even though we are betting also on smaller leagues ourselves, but you cannot give tips from Austria to. I mean, on our shows, of course, on the site, on the platform, on Need for Tips, we are giving also tips because we want to make profit after all. We are not following strict only top five leagues. We are giving from Romania, we are giving from Austria, we
Sure.
are giving tips from everywhere that we think that we can find a really good bet.
Do you have a favorite personally, other than Romanian?
Yeah, I like Premier League as everybody likes Premier League, but I have some teams also from the rest of the leagues that I'm following week after week. Before I think that because I think that the middle teams, the middle table teams like Atalanta in Serie A, like Leipzig, Hoffenheim. Of course, you will say to me that they are second and third right now in Bundesliga, but next year I don't think that it will be the same thing. In a Bundesliga, what else in La Liga? Eibar and Las Palmas. I like in La Liga. So usually I'm checking the small teams, not the relegation teams, but the mid-table teams. I think that they are the best teams to bet on. Plus, it's really hard to bet at the beginning of the season and at the end of the season. You saw what happened yesterday, but your today with Werder Bremen lost 4-3 at Köln. I thought that Werder Bremen will continue their winning streak because they were playing wonderful in the last period of time. They didn't. You saw what happened with Tottenham losing at West
Sure.
Ham.
Sure.
The Premier League is over. Chelsea will win the title once again after a lot of years. But you see what is happening in the last period of time, the last 4 or 5 rounds of the season. Last week we had a bad week. We were saved by Stewart to be 2-3 units of profit in plus overall as team bankroll. This is why we are 64 units after we are keeping our records for the last 8 weeks. As a team, we are 64 units of profit in the last 8 weeks. Imagine that.
How about
tips.
that, Donnie?
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Good
Wherever
stuff,
you
isn't
can
it?
find some money, you go find it. Absolutely.
And it's all for free. I mean, they're not charging for that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you quickly before we get into a little game, Alex. Do you bet on any American sports? Do you like any American sports? Are you intrigued by the American sports?
When I started to bet 17 years ago, I was watching baseball, but not on TV. I was watching it on online, my online booking. I think that it was Bet365 at the time, first came in Romania, and I was betting on baseball, but just for fun, parlays, 15 teams parlays and stupidity like that. So yeah, I like to watch basketball, but from the playoffs and after, because the season doesn't interest me at all. I'm not into it. Yeah, I like also American football. Sometimes the Romanian channels for the last 3-4 years they started to broadcast it on TV.
How
So
about
I
that?
like to watch them from time to time, but it will be my night when they are playing. So usually I'm sleeping. If it's an important game that everybody is talking about, of course I will stay to watch it. If not, no, I will give it a go.
I never knew that, Donnie. They show it over in Romania on TV,
Yeah.
NFL football. That's pretty
Yep.
interesting. Someone's asking here in the chat, Alex, and I don't think. Does the Romania? How many Champions League spots they offer Romanian League?
It's the first place will play in the last playoff,
Okay.
so in the last round of qualification, and the second place will play also in the last 3 rounds of qualification, because there are 3 rounds to qualify in the Champions League. Some of the big names in Europe are qualified directly in the groups. First place, for example, in first place, second place. No, first 3 places in the Premier League are qualified directly in the group. So imagine first place from Romania will play playoffs to play in the groups.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, someone was wondering that here. Hey, I got to ask you, Alex, before we get into this here. I don't know if you know Zach at SBR. Zach is the big wig over there, and him and I are talking right now, and he's telling me that. Were you ever a pop star of any kind in Romania? Because he's telling me
Yeah,
you were.
yeah. When I was at high school, I was a big pop star in Romania for 2-3 years.
Really?
Yeah, I had a band but it was like
Wow.
18 years ago, something like that. I was beautiful, not like now.
I actually found it here. Donnie, I actually found the video here. Zach, great.
You're gonna have to watch it, definitely.
Wow, that's amazing. I never knew that.
Come on, don't spoil the surprise for the show. We'll put it in other shows. I'm coming in other shows.
No, definitely. I won't definitely put it out there, but that's great. I never knew that.
Yeah, we were two boys and a girl, and we had a dance. We were playing dance music.
That's great.
Me and my colleague were rapping, and the girl was singing the middle parts.
That's fantastic, man. Good for you. I never knew that about you.
He's like ABBA over there.
Yeah, he's like they're like a new edition or something. Good for you. I never knew that. That's great. I have to look at that video when we get off the air. Good work, Zach. Detective work there. That's good stuff. Alex, before we let you go, we want to play a little game with you and see how well you know your native land there.
Yes, absolutely.
Donnie came up with a couple questions. I came up with a couple questions.
Yep.
I'll ask first, and then I'll have Donnie ask his.
Yep.
Which country, Alex, doesn't border Romania? Your choices are Bulgaria, Serbia, Poland, and Ukraine. Which country does not border your great land?
Poland is not bordering Romania.
Amen. Amen. Number one is correct.
Give me an amen. Amen.
Great. Good job. That's a great answer. You are correct. The next one, Donnie, I have to say, fantastic questions by you. Good work. What is the name, Alex, of the clear alcoholic beverage that is drank throughout your country? It's a strong, clear beverage. What is it called?
Palinka.
I have Tuica.
No, Tuica is not so strong. Palinka is more stronger than that.
Your questions, Donnie, aren't even right.
Hey, man, that's the internet. Everything's right on the damn internet, man.
Yeah, and I'm staying in that part of Romania where we are drinking Palinka. So it's 70 degrees alcohol, somewhere there. From plums, it's originally made.
Oh, I didn't know that. Donnie, you have to get the right answers to the questions when you're setting them.
Hey, man, I can only read. I just started up on the internet. I'm new to it.
Yeah, you're like an old man. You don't know how to work the internet.
Yeah.
You're like that Flash Watson sometimes when he gets onto the video calls. Natalie's in here. Welcome, Natalie. How are you? Glad to see you in here. Alex, how can I get the internet link where Alex writes his forum post? Alex, how can we find you on SBR?
Yeah.
I said it also earlier. Team Bankroll. So subscribe on SBR where we have also together with Natalie the Monday show, the recap of what we did in the weekend. We have Tuesday and Wednesday Champions League, Europa League. Also preview for the matches. Also halftime show where we're giving our in-play bets. And most important show from all week long, it will be Thursday, where we have our best bet show, where all of us, Natalie, Stewart, Martin, and I, and for the last 2 weeks, Big Man also are giving for free. So subscribe. We're giving for free our best tips from the weekend in the top 5 leagues, soccer European 5 leagues. And we are analyzing every game like this is showing my best predictions from this week. I gave it Thursday, so go on the videos from SBR and you can find the best bet show there.
There they are, all there. Yes, please go and do that. We all work very hard on those videos. Donnie, why don't you ask Alex some questions? Let's see if you get these right.
Yeah, got a good one here for you. One of the characters growing up all along that everybody's known from horror movies. Dracula is based on what Romanian ruler?
Vlad Tepes. Vlad
Absolutely.
Dracula.
Yep. Now, is there any stories behind that?
No, it's not a real story behind that. It's American movies, Hollywood, most of all. What happened with this guy is that he's called Vlad the Impaler. He was impaling the Turkish people, most of all, that wanted to invade our country. And he was doing that for a living. He is a hero in our country and one of the best rulers that Romania had in its history.
He protected you, right?
Vlad the Impaler.
Yeah, absolutely.
Amazing. Didn't know that. I got one here, Donnie.
Yep.
I'm going to ask Alex. Alex, what is the highest peak in Romania?
Vârful Omu is called the highest peak, and it has 2,848, something like that.
Moldaveniu is not the right one.
Yeah, let's say. I'm not.
He's not.
A lot of mountains in Romania. Half from the country, we have mountains, we have sea, we have everything that you wish in Romania. The best girls from the world are living in Romania. So if you are into it, come and visit me.
I'm planning on it. Donnie, what else do you have?
Got one more here for you. One of the first universities in Romania is located in Brasov. What is it called?
Wow, university. We have like 500 university. Brasov is my father's town.
Wow.
Besides this town that I'm staying right now, I'm originally from Bucharest. I came in Baia Mare to open some business some 7 years ago, and I met my wife that she's also pregnant right now. We are expecting a baby in August.
Yeah,
and I remained here in Baia Mare, but I'm originally from Bucharest. Brașov is my father's town. It's the best town in Romania. It's in the middle of the country, in the mountains. Is the touristic place. We have a lot of touristic places, but I think that the best and the most beautiful town in Romania is Brașov. But universities, who cares about universities?
This one says Transylvania. That was the answer we were looking for. Transylvania.
Transylvania is called all this part of Romania that I mean. It's maybe it's originated from this name. all this part, northwest part of Romania, northwest part of Romania is called Transylvania. Well, there also Vlad Tepes, Vlad the Impaler was in this part of Romania, the ruler, you know.
I've never knew any of this stuff about Romania. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
You know, an interesting country. I don't know much about it. And, you know, as I've met Alex, Transylvania I've heard of, Vlad the Impaler I've heard of, but I never knew who Vlad the Impaler was. So really interesting information. And look, Alex, you're a great soccer mind. I have to ask you, why don't you leave us with your best bet tomorrow in football?
My best bet tomorrow. Okay, 1 second. I didn't have time to think that you will.
I have a feeling I know where you're going in this.
I think that it's also my banker for the week. If the match will play tomorrow, I don't remember. It will play tomorrow or after tomorrow. Your tomorrow or my tomorrow?
Let's say our tomorrow, Saturday.
Okay, Saturday I have Real Madrid minus 2.5 on the Asian handicap away at Granada at a beautiful odd of minus 1.85. How much is in UK in American odds?
It's about 120, 125.
Minus 120.
That's a fantastic play. I agree 100%, Donnie. I know you know Real Madrid. You're not a great soccer mind, but you do know Real Madrid. Donnie, think of Granada as we'll basically consider them like the Padres, let's say.
Gotcha.
You know, and Real Madrid would be like the All-Star team.
Yankees?
Yeah, the All-Star team. Yeah. So Real Madrid obviously tied with Barcelona in La Liga. A huge game. The big thing about Granada right now, they're obviously the worst team in La Liga. They have a coach that, Donnie, is similar to like Eddie Jordan. He's totally lost. Tony Adams, who we've talked about, Alex, just a inept guy, has no idea what he's doing. So, you know, Real Madrid, will he be sitting players? Yes, but we all know Isco and Vasquez and Marcelo. They're all guys that will be able to should be able to score 3-4 goals in this game. I love that play. I think it's fantastic. Alex, before we let you go, do you have any Romanian plays that we can make any money on? We'll have to write them down.
Yeah, but Natalie asked me also on the chat here. Yeah, I have 2 Romanian games from this weekend.
What are they? What are they?
Now in 18 hours from now, Dinamo Bucharest is playing away at Cluj. So Dinamo to win at plus 120. I think it's a beautiful odd. And also one from Sunday, Viitorul Constanța to win away at anyway, wherever they're playing, that Craiova, CSU Craiova, minus 120, I think it's also the odd for that match. So 2 away wins for Viitorul and Dinamo Bucharest. And yeah, exactly as you said, Granada with Tony Adams, that Martin is making fun of them every time at the best bets. He likes to make fun of Tony Adams and Granada. But other beautiful top tips from me, from you, from Stuart, Natalie, and Martin. You can find them visiting SBR videos on YouTube. And also you have the link there for the Best Bet show. We're having it every Thursday. We have like 10 tips each of us. So I think that is plenty of options where you can take your bets from. And for sure, you'll make a lot of profit week after week. 64 units of profit for the last 8 weeks.
Amazing stuff. You guys do a great job. Check Alex out at need4tips.com. That's 4tips.com. Him in a great stable. Simon's over there. He does videos with SBR. Some good guys over there that do a great job. Alex is a guy that I've kind of gotten to know, kind of I consider a friend at this point. Does a great job. has a child in the way, which is exciting. And he was in a pop band, but we didn't know. Very interesting character. I'll say this. Alex, any parting jokes for us before you go today?
No jokes. I think that it's 6 a.m. in the
By the
morning.
way, we don't. No one wants to see you naked. By the way,
I know that no one wants to see me naked, but if I will have to do that, I will do it. No problem. When we are going to the pool or to the sea, you will see me naked anyway. So not totally, but half.
You save
Okay,
save that for your wife, not for us. Save that for your wife. Alex, you're the best. We appreciate it. We will definitely season obviously coming to an end here with the football season, but we will get you on again real soon. I hope to work to you for a long time. You're a good man, and I appreciate you coming on here so late, so early, I guess you could say. People definitely loving you here. Great job, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for the invitation. I hope that I will see you soon, guys. You're doing a really good show. When I'm waking up in the morning, usually after I drink my coffee, I'm looking at your videos to see what you were talking about and what are the best plays from the American sports. Because sometimes I'm following your tips, not every time, because you know me with American soccer. I think that you're talking a foreign language from my point of view. Like Natalie used to say 2 weeks ago, what they are talking on this show. I don't understand what sport they are saying about.
Yeah, well, you know what? Sometimes when you guys talk about stuff, I think to myself, I don't know what it means either. But that's just a great thing about the world. We all have different customs and customaries. But I think one thing we all have is sports. So it's good to talk to you, man. You're a great guy, and we enjoyed having you on tonight. Come on soon.
Yeah, and thank you for watching. To all our friends that are writing on the live chat right now.
Yeah.
And a big hug to Natalie, and thank you to Zach for the opportunity to work also with SBR. First of all, to Natalie, because she deserves the applauses for me working at SBR. She's the person that brought me in. And good luck with your show, and keep on the great work that you're doing. And remember, Chelsea champions Premier League. Juventus also. Let's say also something about Juventus. They will concede in the second leg versus Monaco.
Yeah, I found it funny, Alex. You didn't mention anything about that. You didn't find a point to mention that we have a bet going on. As long as Juventus, Donnie, in the next game doesn't concede at home, I win a nice amount of money from Alex. So, Alex, I found it funny you didn't mention that. Are you worried at this point?
No, I'm not worrying at all, because I'm sure that Juventus will relax after they score another one goal. So they will have 3-0 at the two legs result. And they will relax a little bit, and Monaco will at least score one time. Come on. You saw how many opportunities they had in the first leg. I think that in the second leg, it's a must score for them. One goal in the first 15 minutes, big man. Come on.
I think my team's moving on, so I'm just rooting for no goals. I will stick to where I'm at with it. I'm winning, and I'm going to win. We need 90 more minutes. Everyone just remember, Juventus is the best defense in the world. So let's just point that out. Alex, thank you, my friend. Go get some sleep, or maybe get a beer or something. Have a great night or a great morning, man.
Thank you. I'm going to sleep, and coffee in the morning, and beer for sure tomorrow in the afternoon with the games.
Sounds great. Sounds great, my friend. Talk to you later.
Great to be here. Talk to you. Take care, guys.
Take care. Thanks for coming on.
Keep on the good work. Thank you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Live from Romania.
I love it. That's pretty awesome, man. He was great. I mean, he knows a ton about it, Romania. A lot of stuff I didn't know, and the pop thing is fantastic, Donnie. I got to send you the video.
We got to check that out. That's the front page SBR. Yeah,
Zach sent me it. I'm like, are you just kind of like trying to be funny, or are you being serious? He's like, no, I think he's the guy on the right. I'm like, I got to ask him about this. So, we have a cool little bet going on. I know that I'm probably the only person that thinks Monaco's not going to score, but we'll have some fun with it. We appreciate having him. It's always fun to have different walks of life on the show, and next week, Donnie, we have some cool guests coming on as well. Monday, Teddy Covers will join us.
Nice.
From Las Vegas. He'll come on and chat with us. It's been long overdue, Teddy and I on the same show. Looking forward to that. To all of you guys, you like Sports Bit, check it out and catch Teddy on the show on Monday night with Donnie and I here at 10 o'clock Eastern. I also want to point out, Donnie, my much heralded shoe expert, my friend Justin, will be joining us next week. Justin is
We're going to talk some BBB?
Yes, we're going to be talking Lonzo Ball sneakers. We're going to be talking all sorts of sneaker stuff. Justin is a dealer to the stars, Donnie. He sells shoes to all sorts of professionals and athletes and all sorts of stuff. He is very famous around my town, and he's known as one of the better Jordan resellers out there. So we'll chat with him more about the Lonzo Ball sneakers, and we'll have plenty of people on as well. We're working on some of that as well. The fact that 22 people hit the thumbs down button is the funniest thing I've seen in some time. Yes, it's funny to me also that someone took time out of their Friday night to come on here with literally, Donnie, you had to log into 22 different accounts to do that.
Yeah, I know it's not all the same person. You always get people that don't like the show, maybe don't like the guests, don't like what we gave out on that. No, yeah, there's a people out there with a lot of multiple accounts, but I don't really look at that anyway. I look at the 41, and
it really
I'll have a big time show tomorrow and stuff like that. But tomorrow is already on the horizon, just about 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We got boxing tomorrow, Jeff, baseball. Everything is on the docket for tomorrow. We're going to have a big show there at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the right side of campus. A lot going on. We're going to cover it all tomorrow.
Yep, we got boxing, we got baseball, we got NBA, Kentucky Derby's on tomorrow, which I don't think either of us will talk about. We don't know much about horse racing, but Andreas Hale will join us from Yahoo Sports to come on and have some fun with us, talking about the Chavez-Canelo fight. Also, Donnie, I will have some soccer a little bit later, big day tomorrow. I have to get a haircut here in a moment, but after that, I'll be back to get those out. I would ask all of you, let's show the trolls what the fuck is up. We had 105 likes coming into the show on our show earlier today, but I want all of you to hit the like button. We would definitely appreciate it.
All good. At SBR Sports Picks on Twitter. Hit the SBR Sportsbook Review subscribe button if you have not done yet. This has been the Late Night at Campus. I'm your host, Donnie Right Side. That was my man, at Jeff Nadu on Twitter. The big man on campus. We'll be back tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to cover it all. Have a good night, folks.